when it comes to points and miles, if you're going to win against the banks, then sometimes you got to make adjustments. Sometimes things change in the landscape of points and miles, and you've got to say, you know what, I'm going to alter my direction a little bit. And that's recently happened to me regarding a card that I had pretty much discounted, still kept it for reasons I'll get into a little later in the video, but hadn't been using, in fact, hadn't put $1 on it in months and months and months. And now, even though it still won't be a core part of my strategy, it is going to have a place in my wallet and probably be carried with me from this day going forward because of some things that really haven't changed, but things that I've just recently realized and put the pieces together. So if you would, please hit the like and subscribe button and let me tell you all about it. The card I'm talking about today is the Capital One Venture X card. Now, for a long time, the Capital One Venture X was a core part of our wallet because it served as our catch-all card. It was 2X on everything. And Capital One points, although some people would argue that they're the best beginner points because it's easy to rack them up with the Capital One Duo, to me, Capital One points are really for a little bit more advanced people because when it comes to Capital One points, they can be transferred to a long list of transfer partners, but none of them are domestic transfer partners, and they don't have the best hotel partners. But if you're a little more advanced and you're comfortable transferring points over to Air Canada or Air France or many of their other kind of foreign airline transfers, then this card can be outstanding because you can earn a lot of points at 2X. Now, we moved away from it because we got the Built Palladium card, which earns more than 2X on everything else. So the card was kind of sock drawered for us. And what we did is I kept it rather than canceling it because I had a suspicion, and I still do, that with the changes with Built and the rest of the landscape as far as credit cards and premium cards, I thought and still believe that at some point there's going to be a refresh and the card may get better. And since it has a very simple structure where it's so easy to get back value for your annual fee, I held on to it. Now, the things I like about that structure is you get a $300 travel credit every year to be used through the Capital One portal. And it's really easy. I mean, you just get on their portal, you can book a hotel. That's usually what we do. You can also book airfare. You can book rental cars. I mean, it's very, very broad. The only limitation is you have to do it through their portal. So every year you're going to get back $300. That's an easy $300. And they also give a 10,000 mile anniversary credit when you pay your new annual fee. And that 10,000 miles, a lot of people say, well, card pays you back $5. Well, that's only figuring the 10,000 miles at 1 cent per point. That'd be $100. I consider it way higher than that because I don't use my points for 1 cent per point. So I think of this 10,000 miles as being worth maybe $250 up to $300 plus a year. So yeah, I think I get positive value from this card. And so even though we weren't going to use it, that part would be kind of painful, but I thought, well, you know, it may get better. Capital One is notoriously hard. If you have a whole bunch of credit cards, are far in the game, they're notoriously hard for being able to be approved. So I didn't think I'd probably be able to be approved for it again. So I thought, well, I'll just hang on to it. Boy, am I glad I did. So part of my channel is I have memberships, and my basic membership is called RM Insiders, and for them I do special videos every week and early release, and we have a Discord and all of that. But then I have an elite group of the highest level, and that is called Spreadsheet Warriors. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I kind of got this idea from our Spreadsheet Warriors. We have a session at least once or twice a month where we have live Zoom call, and we talk about great hacks and great ways to get the best value that we simply won't talk about in a public forum because they're kind of, you know, maybe not known by many people. And it was said in the Spreadsheet Warrior as we discuss different hacks and great ideas about how we can level up our credit card game from other experts in it. I realized I am not using maybe the greatest superpower of the Capital One Venture X, and that is their Capital One Venture X offers. So I got on our app, which I don't open that often because we're not putting any money on the card, and I scrolled down to the offers. Now, you've seen these offers with things like American Express. You've seen it with other issuers where, you spend so much at some place and you'll get so much back. It might be something like spend $50 at Hilton, you get $20 back, something like that. Capital One offers can be very different. They had some offers on there that blew my mind because I'm all about cent per point value. To me, cent per point is a metric of victory in this chess game we play against the banks. So when I get down there and I see things like Dollar General, who doesn't have a Dollar General close by? And they sell everything, so you can find something to buy there. Dollar General was offering 1,000 bonus points, 1,000 bonus points if you spend $20 on the card at Dollar General. I'm like, there's a Dollar General 4 minutes from my house. I need to pick up some energy drinks. So sure enough, I activated it. I drove 4 minutes away. I spent like $22 and I'll get the 2X on that $22. Big deal, 40 something points. But I'm going to get an extra 1,000 points. That is 50X. Just let that soak in. 50X. That is unbelievable. Nothing. Even sign-up bonuses don't really earn 50X. And then I got looking on the app some more. And it had things like Best Buy. Well, there's a Best Buy on my way to work. Best Buy, spend $30, get 1,000 bonus points. It's unbelievable. It is amazingly good. And then I looked on there, and sure enough, there was a Five Guys, extra 1,000 points if you spend $20 at Five Guys. There's also a Five Guys on my way to work, and who doesn't love a small French fry that'll feed an army? Five Guys. Their burgers are great. Their fries are like exponential in how much they seem to overflow from the bag. Who doesn't like Five Guys? So I'm like, I can spend $20 going to work at lunch, and sure enough, I'm going to get 50X on that purchase. And there were several of those like that. Now, they do limit you, like you can only activate like 3 at a time or whatever. But I got thinking, I can use my Venture X card not as my main spending card, not as my main dining card, not as my main catch-all card. On dining, I'm going to use my city cards. On catch-all, I'm going to use my bill cards. But I can use this card just selectively, $20 or $30 increments for little things I need throughout the month. And as long as I stay on top of the app and am activating these things, I'm going to get 2, 3, 5,000 extra points on top of it for a tiny, tiny amount of spend. Basically, I'll probably spend $100 a month using these offers, get maybe 4,000 or 5,000 extra points. Extrapolate that over a year, that comes out to 50,000, 60,000 points a year just for activating the offers. That is unbelievable. Now, there are other reasons to like the Venture X card, and if you don't have a built Palladium card, it's a fantastic catch-all card too, because you're getting 2X on everything in valuable miles. The card also has things like, you get primary rental car coverage. When you rent a car, you don't have to let it go to your insurance first. It's got lounge access that is arguably much better for one person than more than one person because they nerfed it a while back and now only the primary card holder can get in. But Capital One lounges are fantastic. Some of my favorite. And it also has priority pass. So the card has some other things going for it. It gives you back more than in value than that annual fee of $395. But it's these offers. So this is what the Capital One Venture X is going to be for us moving forward. It's a tool, a very specialized tool to use just to get those crazy extra points. Now, I do have a referral link down below. If you want to use that, I think the bonus right now is 75,000 points when you sign up for the card. So please feel free to use that. And if you do, it does help support the channel. And I don't really push cards on here that I don't believe in. So you haven't heard me talking about Venture X or pushing that at all until I found this hack. So I think it can be great. Make sure that you activate those offers. This isn't a secret. I should have known about it. This is not the kind of thing we typically learn from one another that we just don't want to have out there in the public. Everybody knows about this. It's right there on everybody's app. But maybe you didn't think about looking down there and doing the math of what 1,000 points is on a $20 purchase. It's just amazing. Check it out. If you don't have the card, you want to try to get it, use the referral link down below. I'd appreciate it. And consider my channel memberships. RM Insiders, it's just $2.99 a month. And, I have early release videos, and I have at least one video a week, special video that's only available to my members. But then there's the Spreadsheet Warriors. And that one is an investment in having access to people who are going to help each other to play this game at highest level, this chess game against the banks, and to strive to win and get the most value that we can. So consider both of those. Thanks for being here. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you here next time.